macabre mugs. I like doing inventory checks of pretty much every collection that I have, particularly my holiday decor and my kitchenware. Ross has some of my favorite mugs. Starting off strong with this set of macabre mugs. This gorgeous embossed orange and black mug with jack-o'-lantern faces all around. And this filigree design all over it. This is a pretty decent sized mug. As a matter of fact, this is a great mug to use for chili, squash soup, or tomato soup with grilled cheese sandwich. Yes, please. This one is black and white and there's a skull head all over it. Still with the same filigree kind of design, but there's crows and bats on this one. They were both in shop and it was just a match made in heaven. So of course they both had to come home with me. Look at this glamour girl. This girl. She's a glamour girl. She's this light pink design, but it's a jack-o'-lantern face with eyelashes. She got that cluster lash going on. Target does come through when it comes to the mugs. This one is beige, and there's black bats all over it, and there's little twinkle sprinkles, sprites of stars all over it. This is a beautiful mug. It's very solid. It's from their Hide and Eat collection. I really enjoy this one. Another Target find, except this one is a cauldron, and there's embossed spider webs on the front of it, and there's little spiders crawling on the spider web. I love that it has the cauldron pedestals. It's so good. This is also a really great mug for like hot cocoa or some hot tea. Oh wow, RIP to Joanne. Quite literally and figuratively. This is my skull and crossbones mug that I found at the Joanne Stabricks. I love this color. It's just like this milky cream carnation condensed milk color. And there's 3 skulls on the front, 3 skulls on the back. I have a bit of a theme going on with a lot of my macabre mugs. I love texture. This one is a really good mug. It's got a tiny handle, but what matters is that it fits on my pegboard, so I can actually fit it on my little collection. The base of this is like a terracotta tone as well. I actually have this really cool whimsicothic styled one. I was born in the summer, so this kind of pays homage to the fact that my ruling planet is the sun. It's a navy blue kind of leprechaun cauldron styled. It's like a pot, but it says "Stay Golden, Sunchild" with suns and stars on it. I love that it's dark blue, and this is also a pretty solid mug as well. This one was a Ross find. I found this one at the Wally World, actually, and it's a glistening, glowing ghost. I love the face. I love his little arms and that his sheet shape is so pronounced. I like that this handle, I can actually fit my hand through it and I can just really grab onto my mugs. I like holding them like they're gauntlets, honestly. Like I'll hold my mugs like this or like this or like this. This is a black mug. It's matte black, but it has this cutie little ghost, this crazy ghost. And he's holding a jack-o'-lantern pail. He's got some crazy eyelashes, actually. He's looking really cute. I like that look. There's a little party hat going on, the blusher, spooky stars, a bow tie, and little buttons. The inside of the mug is orange, which is a really nice contrast to the matte black on the outside of the mug. And then the stars, there's 4 little stars in the lip of the mug. I love it. It's so good. Staying with the retro theme, this is actually what I call my creep show. And I only call it that because the tag on the bottom of it used to say creep show, which I thought was so funny, but it's just a jack-o'-lantern head with a witch hat, and there's some candy corn swirling around him. Of course, some ghost with blusher. I love a ghost with blusher. There's some stars, like some good old-fashioned stars that we used to etch onto our notebooks back in the day. Yeah, this one's also orange in the inside, which is nice. I love how this contrasts with the beige tone of the mug. I love that it's on both sides too. That's nice. Okay, another whimsigoth mug. This one is all black. I actually thrifted this one from the Arcs and Arc thrift stores. Yes, and this is a fun little office mug, I would say. This is like something you would find in the office cabinet in your little cubicle, but it has a skull head on either side, and there's these dark blue roses around the frame of his face. For some reason, he's floating in space. Okay, he's right next to the full moon with his full moon skull cap. This is one of the newest additions to my mug collection, and this is, it's so good, dude. It's a teddy bear, and it's also got the embossed texture, which I really love. But my teddy bear is wearing a witch hat, and it's holding a witch's broom, and there's bats floating above head. I love that the witch's hat has the buckle detail, but there's also this gorgeous spiderweb pattern. I love spider webs, cobwebs, spiders in general. So this one's really fun. The inside of this mug is black, but it has little white polka dots all within the lip. This one's so beautiful. I found this one at Marshall's. Moving forward, this is such a good shape. Actually, this is very reminiscent, the shape of this mug, to the teddy bear mug. It has this flared lip, which I think is so satisfying to hold on to, but it has a spooky shack. It's a spooky shack. It's so sweet. And there's a bunch of spider webs all over this shack. There's some ghosts in there. And then on the back of the mug, it's a different scene. So I like mugs that have something going on all around. It reminds me of the old Thomas Kincaid mugs, because all of his mugs are printed to a point where if you spin the mug around, there's something different going on around the whole mug, but it's an entire landscape. Of course, we have the spooky shack, but if you start turning it around, you've got a floating ghost, you've got the Christmas tree hanging out in the background, because clearly they're in a creepy forest. And there's jack-o'-lanterns, tombstones. Then there's a witch on this side, and she's stewing up some cauldron stew, and she's got a little witch broom. Oh my gosh, you keep moving on and they're just hanging out in the cemetery. They're just having a little picnic. The crescent moon with the stars and bats all over it. There's a lot going on in this mug. This is actually from the brand Potter's Studio, which has some really cool, whimsical gothic decor. They've got some fun stuff. Something cool about helping homies move out of their old houses is you kind of get some of the residual things they don't feel like donating or getting rid of. So I got to take these home. This is a little pumpkin, and I like to keep my Sharpies in this one, so this one stays in my craft closet, but the stem is the handle, and then there's like squash leaves around it. This one's really nice. And this one is orange. I really like the shape of this one. It also has like this, what is it, like hammered, textured all around it, and there's black kitty cats all over it. The inside of the lip has a black cat. I took this personality test the other day, and it said that I was the black cat friend. I don't know. I let the quiz speak for itself. There's nothing like a homie handmade mug, right? So this one a homie had made. I used this one all throughout the fall season, to be honest. I just love the shape, it's beautiful. And this is another mug that was made. The handle broke, so I use it for my makeup brushes now, but it has this really creepy moon face on it. It's like a Luna mug, a moon mug. This is an incredibly big mug. It's white and black in the inside, but it's got a lot of macabre imagery going on here. First of all, there's a witch flying on a broom, and she's got her kitty cat on the edge, on the ledge, and then she's also holding a jack-o'-lantern pail. They're off to trick or treat. And there's this tombstone here that says, "Here lies who," which I thought was really fun. Yeah, there's some rats in here, bats, cats, owls. There's even peacock feathers. I don't know why, but peacocks are scary, I guess. Jack-o'-lantern face. Love the surprise peekaboo jack-o'-lantern face. But there's this mother and daughter skeleton. They're like hanging out, tossing breadcrumbs to the birds. It also came with this little wooden charm, and I just can't seem to take it off because it's so cute. But it's from the brand Prima Design, which is pretty cool. So moving on to my glasses. My glasses. I can't see without my glasses. These are bat glasses, and these ones were from TJ Maxx. They came in a set. They have green glowing eyes. I love a good old-fashioned, I would call these old-fashioned glasses, right? Wouldn't that be what people used to put their whiskey and their scotch into? I just love the shape of them. There's bats on this one. It's frickin' bats. And it's also got this really pretty purple speckled design on it. Enough of the bats, how about some black cats? This one's really pretty. I love that it has like the bubbled kind of design in the glass. Oh, those are from Ross, actually. This is from At Home, this glass, and it's a speckled glass. It's white and clear, and there's pumpkins, little orange pumpkins all around it. This glass is also from At Home. I just recently picked this one up for this season. It has candy corns all over it, and you got 1, 2, 3, 4 candy corns. I just love the vibrancy of the candy corn. There's something about it, this little triangular piece of candy that just looks so satisfying. I'm not sure if this is considered Hallows Eve or macabre, but I would argue that hard rock bands are spooky. Well, this is my Kiss mug. Or this is actually just a regular cup. It's got all the crew on there. The thing about this is they have face paint on them, and in Halloween, spooky times, a lot of people like to wear masks and face paint. I know I do, so yeah, they're getting added. Kiss is added to this collection today. We've got Paul Stanley, Gene Simmons, Ace Frehley, and Peter Criss. And I love this side because they're all just in their instruments. They are in their bag, so to speak. My parents really liked Kiss when I was growing up. So they kind of have just like a nostalgic soft spot in my heart. I was raised by 80s creatures of the 80s. So I am a natural maximalist. I would say I'm a more refined maximalist nonetheless. I like things. I like to collect them. I like things that bring me nostalgia. I've got that in me. I got that dog in me, so to speak. Now, the piece of resistance is my bloody bedazzled Stanley Cup. This is not a real Stanley Cup, but because Stanley could never, no, I'm kidding. Maybe Stanley could, maybe. Do you have bloody bedazzled cups, Stanley? If you don't, Spirit does. Spencer's and Spirit. I want to collect these bedazzled Stanley Cups for some reason. I think it literally is because they're bedazzled. This one I got last year at Spirit Halloween, and it's just blood dripping from the lip of the cup. If there's not like an aversion to blood, this is definitely such a vibe. Yeah, I did my inventory check. Now I feel like I have a pretty solid collection. I like how I store my mugs and my glasses too. It's practical. Yeah, being an adult can be really fun sometimes. Yeah.